Alright. Am I the asshole for calling my husband delusional for expecting me to rehire the babysitter after she read our daughter's journal? My husband and I work long shifts. We have 3 kids, and for years we've been hiring babysitters of different kinds to help with the kids. My oldest is my 14-year-old daughter, Lauren. She's been going through a hard phase after her best friend passed away from leukemia in December. It impacted her hugely. She received therapy for 2 months and is doing better now, but grief has no timeline, and she misses her bestie so much. I do all I can to be available and lend a comforting shoulder. We got her a new journal to write down about her thoughts and feelings, and she's been doing a lot better since she had it. We were looking for a babysitter, and my husband suggested his friend's 17-year-old daughter. I know her, so I said yes right away. She worked for us for weeks. She sometimes would tease Lauren about being uptight, never smiling, giving her the nickname Grinch. I told her to stop it, but she said she was just messing with her, trying to get her to cheer up. No biggie. Days ago, while I was working, Lauren called me and was crying, saying I needed to come home. I freaked out, and when I got there, I saw the babysitter sitting with the kids. Lauren was upstairs. She said the babysitter took her journal and started reading it out loud in front of the kids while recording herself. I was pissed as fuck. I've asked the babysitter, and she said she was just messing with Lauren, showing her that it's okay to speak emotions out loud instead of bottling up. She really thought she was helping her overcome her fears to express herself. I yelled, saying it wasn't her place and that she caused more trouble than ever. She apologized and swore she deleted the video, but I told her she could no longer work for us and needed to leave. She broke down crying and apologizing to me and Lauren, but I refused to let her keep her job. I know Lauren doesn't want to be around her anymore. My husband came home and was upset that I let the babysitter go, reminding me that this was his friend's daughter and that I shouldn't have made her leave. He argued that I handled this the wrong way, and that I should have been the adult in this situation instead of yelling and kicking her out. I explained what she did to Lauren, but he said, I agree with you on this. She should have known better, but she didn't. Kids her age make mistakes. What's done is done. She apologized, so we should give her another chance. He kept on about how this impacted his friendship of 14 years. Also said we're now without a babysitter and his trip is this week, so I have no choice but to let her come back. But I said no. She would never step foot in his house again. He called me unreasonable by referring to everything as if it's mine and he shouldn't have an opinion. He said it's his house too. I ended up calling him delusional for expecting me to rehire her after the stunt she pulled on Lauren, and I won't let it happen because my daughter can't feel comfortable in her own home. He got very upset for what I said and stopped speaking to me since then. Am I the asshole? For those asking why we need a babysitter with a 14-year-old in the house, first of all, the babysitter is for my younger children who are 6 and 4. My daughter doesn't need a babysitter. Second of all, she's incapable of looking after her brothers for several reasons. She already made it clear, and I wasn't going to force her to do it. Besides, hiring a babysitter has become normal, whatever. Okay, I don't have a problem with none of that. And I'm going to say, you are most definitely not the asshole. Actually, your husband's the asshole, and he really kind of a bitch. Yeah, he really kind of a bitch, because this nigga sound like his name is like Edwin or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Albert or some shit. Not even Albert, but like Edwin. He seemed like Edwin. He seemed like he got like a rat type of face for some reason. He just giving me real negative, like snake ass vibes, because this little girl, this babysitter, I'm gonna call her Kelly. She's a fucking little bitch. And okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if you should have yelled at her, because I don't know how people take other people yelling at their kids, so you probably shouldn't have did that. You know, I don't know what your hands are like. I don't know if you can just go off adrenaline like some people are able to, but you might be kind of salty if Kelly mama come over there and beat your ass for yelling at her daughter and kicking her out and making her walk home, I guess. So you probably shouldn't have did that. But I do think you was right to fire her. I think maybe what you should have done was take her home and tell her parents what happened. But no, she really tripped out, and she talking about she was really trying to bully your daughter. That's what it sounded like to me. So I don't think you did the wrong thing at all. Like I said, your husband really kind of a bitch ass nigga for wanting his daughter to accept being bullied, for wanting y'all to hire somebody that's bullying your daughter. Like, okay, the light picking where it's kind of like, just smile, don't be such a Grinch. That can be kind of cool if it's like, you can tell if it's genuine though. If she's doing it to the point where it's bothering you already, I'm gonna call you Angela. You giving me Angela vibes. Angela's usually be like strong and sophisticated. And that's the vibe you giving me, like real bitch vibes. So Angela, if your daughter's being bullied in her own home, it's nothing nobody can say to change your mind about how you protect your daughter. How can anybody call you an asshole for doing what you should? Like, when somebody is treating your child wrong, your child needs to see you jump into protection mode right away. Your child needs to know right away somebody got their back. And as their parent, that's your job. So your daughter seeing you jump into protection mode, immediately get rid of the offender and address the situation head on, she know you got her back forever. She knows she got somebody that she can go to whenever she's in trouble, whenever something going wrong. And now she know Daddy gonna pick his friends over me. Daddy gonna, you know what? Honestly, I'm not even trying to take it there, but what the fuck is your husband got going on with this babysitter that he want her around so much? You know what I'm saying? That's some whole other shit that I probably shouldn't even get into. But Angela, that nigga Edwin, I ain't feeling him. I ain't feeling him for you, sis. You're not the asshole. The fact that he got you feeling like you the asshole is the problem. That's the problem. So Angela, like I said, you good in my book. You're not the asshole. Lauren's not the asshole. Kelly and Edwin are the assholes in this situation.